Hey guys, today we'll be doing a Q&A.
Once again, we're coming back at you guys with all the answers to the questions that we have received on our YouTube community page. Little Bear had an idea to make this a little bit extra fun. She has requested she and I play Bean Boozled,
Which is, well,
tell them what it is.
It's a very special game where you spin a wheel and there's an option. I'll give you an example. But it's either peach or barf. And it's a flavored bean.
Yeah.
And it could be like the lather of the two.
Yeah, so you basically take this spinning wheel, spin it, and you have to pick a bean. They both look the same, but you don't know what it is until you bite into it. And like she said, another example is barf or peach.
Yeah.
Right? Or what's another one? Rotten egg or buttered popcorn. So we thought it'd make it a little bit interesting while we answer some of your questions. I think that was a great idea.
Yeah.
That's really fun. Okay.
But if you're wondering what this is this my catification wall.
Yes. Catification wall.
Catification wall.
And this is Ellie. I know that a lot of you have talked about
this is
her cat.
Look at it. Ellie, look at the camera.
She's like, oh, what are you
Anyhow, her name is Ellie Legendary Sow Slasher.
Yes, and look, it goes all the way up. It's really cool.
It's like a hammock too.
Kind of neat, right?
Yeah.
Pretty neat. Okay, let's get started with the video and start answering some of your questions. The very first one is from Lady of Cranberry 9837. She says, although this experience is superior to any textbook, are you going to study on the trail? And of course, she's talking to you, not me, because I graduated school a long time ago. If you are, what are you going to study and how?
Well, I have an app called Acellus where I do my homework, and I'm already an entire year ahead, so I can either do homework or not, which I haven't decided yet. I'll probably just go on and off some random days.
Yeah, she's an entire year ahead in her academic studies, so she can if she wants to during the 6 months of our trail. If you want to, it's going to be available to you. She is getting her very first phone because we're going on trail. I wanted her to be able to stay in touch with Daddy and with your brother and your sisters, and be able to take pictures and watch videos or listen to music when we're on trail. So you'll also be able to access your studies online at any time and do them if you want, and if not, that's okay too. It's totally up to you. You've worked hard to be already an entire year ahead. So there's that. How about we do like 2 questions, or maybe a couple of questions, and then we'll play the game in between. Okay. What are your top 3 expectations in these categories? The first category is we're most excited about.
Well, getting to Katahdin, obviously. That's one of them for me. Probably just the experience in general.
Yeah.
So that's 2.
Yeah. Can't think of another one. What am I most excited about? I would have to say the overall experience, just the fact that we're going to be hiking every day and having a new place to wake up to every morning and just have that shared experience together. I think that's the most thing I'm looking forward to. I'm definitely looking forward to challenging myself and
that's a good one.
Pushing myself to new limits. I know it's going to be hard sometimes. And the other thing I'm most excited about, the people.
Oh yeah. Oh, another one is being able to say that you can do it, or that you did it.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Right. To be able to say that you did it when you did it. Yeah. Okay. The next part of that question for Lady of Cranberry 9837 is, what are the top 3 expectations and the things that we are most worried about?
Probably missing family. That's a big one for me because I don't want to get off a trail because I'm missing my little cat a lot. So.
I know. Yeah. Any other one?
No. I'm not really worried about family.
Yeah, I'm honestly, I don't really think I'm worried about anything. I have some thoughts about the fact that us missing family is going to be our number one challenge. We know it's going to be challenging in terms of terrain and just weather and mentally tough and all of that. But that's not anything that worries me. We can do it. If we decide we're going to do it, we're going to do it. But it is going to be hard certain days where, we're talking to family back home and hearing how they're doing and just knowing that I miss them, or, if there's anything going on back at home, wanting to be here for it. I think that's the thing that I'm in most prayer about, is to keep us mentally strong. And as we've shared in other videos, that being our biggest concern, my husband and my son and other 2 daughters have made a tough love pact with us, and they have said that we are not allowed to come home if that's the only reason why. If it's just because we miss them, because they know we would be so disappointed if we came home for just that fact. Because at the end of the day, it's 6 months, and
it'll go by fast, probably.
I think it will. I think it will. Okay, why don't we do this, because that was like a lot of questions. So you want to spin first? You want me to spin first?
Should we get water?
It's too late now.
Okay,
Maybe we'll take an intermission. Okay, ready? I'll spin first. Wait, what's wrong with this thing? Okay, we're just gonna go with it because we don't want it to take too much time. I landed on juicy pear or booger. Please, God, let this be juicy pear. Okay.
Is that the right one?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not pear.
Oh. Sit with it. Take a second. You okay? Oh, I can smell it.
It's so bad.
Oh.
I'm trying so hard not to dry heave. That's a problem for me sometimes. Okay.
Do you want to take another one?
Okay. No, because I don't know what I would get. Okay, your turn.
Oh no, hold up. I'm gonna put this on the table, actually. It seems smarter. Strawberry banana smoothie or dead fish? What if I need to find that one? Oh, I think?
This one.
Okay.
Strawberry banana smoothie or dead fish?
That's a good one.
I'm so lucky. Okay. All right, moving on. Oh, I wish we would have brought water. What were we thinking? Okay. It's a good answer. Okay, question. This is from Travis Hasselden. He asked, how do you two plan to keep fed spiritually during your adventure? This is often something I consider personally when thinking about doing a long hike like that.
Okay, so since I'll have my first ever phone.
Sorry. I'm getting it out of my teeth.
Yeah, she's still recovering. But
sorry, go ahead.
But I'll have like a Bible audiobook that I'll probably listen to every night. And I may carry a book just to write down like anything I think about.
You can always use your phone for the notes too.
Yeah, that's true. Or I'm probably just gonna tell Mom about it, just like at the end of the night, and just study a certain paragraph.
Oh yeah.
And then we can tell each other at night.
Yeah. So have church basically.
Yeah, I basically have church. Pray before every meal.
Like always.
Yeah, we already do that.
Yeah, that won't be different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for me, I definitely want to be very intentional about that for both of us. Just like we are at home, we're very intentional about putting God first above all. So I think that's number one, is being intentional about it and looking at some Bible studies we can do together. We like to use YouVersion. It's YOU version. I'll post that on the screen so you guys can see. And it has Bible plans, and it also, of course, has the entire Bible that you can read at your leisure. So I think we're going to incorporate that into either a morning routine or a nightly routine. We're going to pray, with our meals as always. I know for you, it's the same as me. I'm in constant communication with God all day, every day. So it's just kind of like he's sort of hiking right with us, right?
Yeah.
So always talking to him, thanking him for beautiful things that we see, or praying when there's some concerns or we need that extra strength. So for me, I don't foresee it being a whole lot different on trail than it is at home, in how we have a relationship with God. We may have more time to get even closer to him, because I know for me, I also do feel very close to him when on trail. I have more time to think and more time to talk to him too, I think. So
definitely more time to pray when you're asking for that extra strength.
Yeah, no kidding, right? For sure. Also too, though, we've mentioned it in one of our videos before that we are going to honor the Sabbath, and so we will take an entire rest day every week. Now that could look like a Nero if we hike 1 or 2, 3 miles and then we take the rest of the day off, or a complete 0. But we will honor the Sabbath because we know that that's important to us in our normal life in the Matrix. But also, we know that God has an intentional plan for us, and taking care of our bodies is a priority for us as well.
So,
all right, let's see. Going with the Gaffneys, they ask, how did you hear initially about the AT? For me, it was about 2017, 2018. I just stumbled across a video of Thru hikers, and I had heard about the Appalachian Trail. God,
she's trying.
I'm working on it. I had heard about the Appalachian Trail, I think when I was in middle school, and kind of had forgotten about it. But then, come 2017, I found something on YouTube, and then I just sort of started watching it. And then 2018, I became kind of obsessed with it, and that became my TV, which was just watching Thru hikers during Thru hiker season on the AT. And then, of course, off season, I would just watch all of the people that had vlogged for years before. And so then that's how you found out about it.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you watching?
Yeah.
Yeah, constantly. Let's see. And have you had any close encounters with wildlife? We have not.
No.
Not yet, at least, right?
Sadly, I hope so. At least once on trail.
Yeah.
From a safe distance, though.
Perfect. Safe distance.
So I was just reminded of a couple of close encounters we've had with numerous venomous snakes, such as pygmy rattlers, diamondbacks, and cottonmouths, but also when a pack of boar came barreling at us from the woods. Yeah, we didn't catch that part. We just kind of caught the aftermath. We just saw these 6 boar come barreling out of the brush, and
Apparently a bear somewhere.
yeah, and we just about pooped ourselves. So our adrenaline's pumping.
How do you think each other will react? So how do you think I'll react if we see, let's say, a bear?
A bear?
Yeah.
That's my kind. Mama bear, baby bear.
Yeah, that's funny. Yes, you think I'll be excited?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think so too.
Or you'd be like,
yeah, I'll be trying to video for you guys. I promise I will. But I might be, kind of starstruck a little bit because
maybe.
I'm excited and we want to see one. I think you'll react pretty much in the same way. I think you'll be like, mama, 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 and then I'll be like, what? Oh, because that's typically how that goes.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
Wait,
We have-
Dean?
No, let's wait another question or two. I'm still recovering from that last one. We have a lot of questions, so we're going to be careful with the time and see. This may be a 2 or 3 part video. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Okay, I can answer this question. It says, what about Ed FRHES ask, what about your other daughters? Don't want to hike that far. I wouldn't blame them. A little far for most. So short answer is no, they don't want to go. Everybody was invited. My son, he's 18 and he's working and building his own business, so he just doesn't have the time to take off to go. The other 2 daughters are 15-year-old and almost 13-year-old.
Yeah, almost 13.
Yeah. She'll be 13 once we get on trail. They both love camping. They both love hiking. They do not love backpacking. So for them, it just was not something that they were interested in at all. Originally, Moon Pie, the one you guys saw that did the Foothills Trail with us back in April, the through hike, she was going to go. And I think she was really excited at first. And then we continued to, when we first started planning over 2 years ago, then we continued to do some longer hikes. We continued to do some larger section hikes.
Yeah.
But she just kind of decided, like, this isn't my favorite. My favorite part about this whole hiking or backpacking thing is when we get to camp and we set up and we cook and we sit around the fire. So she decided ultimately not to go. And we're okay with that. Our family is very supportive of one another. We all have our own things. Some of us enjoy doing some of them with each other, and then some don't. And no judgment whatsoever. We're super supportive of them not wanting to come with us, but they're also very supportive of what our passion and what our dreams are. So it works out really well. We're gonna miss him. As a mama, yes, I wish my whole family could go. My husband would also go too, but unfortunately he can't get time off of work. So he looks forward to doing some long distance backpacking with us. Or me, depending on where you are, when he retires in about 5.5 years or so.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, I think there's a lot of questions about this one. So, Heather Langston, 9429, asks, what is it like in the weeks leading up to your through hike? Well, we still have a couple of months.
Yeah.
And I guess I can answer that in terms of months. I mean, we're getting excited. I mean, it's just, we keep looking at the countdown timer that I have on my phone, and we're looking at each other, and we remember when it was over 2 years ago.
Yeah. That was really like a long time ago.
I know, but it doesn't feel like it. And
Not at all.
We're definitely getting more excited. Excuse me, after we have just done the last shakedown hike on the Foothills Trail, I think we both, and correct me if I'm wrong on your aspect, but we both felt really confident, and we did a great job, and we overcame quite a few challenges, and we still wanted to do the AT. Our gear is great, our attitude's great, our abilities are great. So
overall, quite good.
Yeah, so we're all excited. I posted a short, and I think I showed you. I did have a day, and I haven't had one since, but I did have a day where I kind of just got sad because, again, our family, the 6 of us here are super close. And so, I think family and missing them will probably be could be our kryptonite, but we'll deal with that when we need to. She also asked, are you so excited that you can't wait, or are you super anxious? Are you watching all the videos and buying all the things, or are you super relaxed and chill about it? I feel like at this point, I'm super relaxed and chill about it. I'm excited, but I'm kind of like, we've been planning for so long, and I'm really enjoying this process of the prep stage and the preparing stage. I don't know, parts of me is like feeling like we kind of already have done it.
Yeah.
I know that sounds crazy. Some of you are going to be like, what the heck is she talking about?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm good to go.
Yeah, I'm good to go. I'm super like relaxed and excited about it. Like sometimes I'll just wake up in the middle of the night and I'll be like, oh my gosh, we're doing the AT. In the middle of the day, I'll just be like, oh yeah, I already did it in my head, so we're fine.
Yeah, it's funny to say how we feel like that too, but it's true. And the last question was, if you're anxious or have fears, how do you deal with that? I don't have any anxiety at all, and I have no fears because God tells us do not fear. So I don't have any. I really don't. Will that change in a couple of weeks or a month or so? I don't know. Maybe, but right now we're chill.
Yeah.
Okay, one more question, then we'll do one more of those things. Cool. Joe Outdoor Places asked, I'm curious about pack weights, and he said, I'm sure you'll address this in the upcoming video. So, yes, since coming off the Foothills Trail, if you guys watched our gear loadout video, we just unpacked the pack, and I had already taken some things out, little by little. Most of it I had just kind of shoved back in there, but I did not weigh either of our packs.
No.
I would estimate my base weight, so that's without any food, without any water, my base weight is about 15, maybe 16 pounds, but I did add some things and I did take away some things, so I'm not sure. We're gonna pack it all out again and reweigh it for everybody, and I will also update my lighter pack list with everything that's going to be in there and share that link with you guys.
I think my entire whole pack weight is 14, 15.
Yeah, so with
Yeah.
her whole loadout with 40s of food and 1 liter of water
Yep.
is probably about 14, 15 pounds. So I'm guessing her base weight is between 8 to 9.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, we'll let you guys know though. She doesn't have a lighter pack list, and you don't really care to itemize that stuff. And but I will update my lighter pack list. All right, let's do this thing. I'm kind of regretting this.
I don't think this was a good idea.
Well, that was your idea, so.
Oh, that one's not bad.
Okay, berry blue or toothpaste, and neither of these are terrible. So
Yeah, I like him both.
berry blue or toothpaste. Toothpaste.
Nice.
I don't hate it.
Not bad.
Thank you, Lord. Oh, I redeemed myself after that last one.
Quite literally.
Oh, that was so gross thinking about it.
Okay. Birthday cake or dirty dishwasher?
Is it this one? Yep. Birthday cake or dirty dishwater.
Birthday cake.
She's so lucky. Okay, we're at 20 minutes, so let's do maybe a couple of more. There's a lot more, so we may have to make this into 2 parts.
Yeah.
Let's see. And this one, there's a lot of questions. Rose Herrera 5687. Her first question is what's your favorite gear so far?
My pad?
Your sleeping pad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
It is nice. It's a great pad.
No, I changed my mind. It's my Hilltop spare bag. It's
It's
my child's merch. If you go check out the other video, you can see it, and it's adorable.
yeah.
And it makes me so happy.
Yeah, that would be your favorite. Okay, I think my favorite is probably my bag. I really, really love my bag. It is the
Go ahead.
sometimes it just blanks out when you're trying to talk. The Hyperlight Mountain Gear Windrider 70. I absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. It carries so well. It's just so comfortable on me. I don't know. I mean, I think there's probably other favorites, but yeah, that's my most favorite.
Yeah.
Which state do you think you will like the most and the least?
Oh. Ooh, I forgot what it's called. Mud? It's
Over mud? Like Vermont?
I hate mud. We live in Florida and there's a lot of mud here. So if it's really like that, I'm gonna hate it probably.
Okay, so that's one you're not your least. For me, my least favorite. I don't know because, I mean, I don't like mud either. So if it's super, super muddy, I probably am not going to love that. But the state itself is so beautiful. I think there's so many other redeeming qualities that if we have to pay the muddy price, then I think I'd be willing to. I don't think I have a state that I'm not looking forward to. What about the one you're most interested?
New York?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited to go to New York. And this is a possibility, but we may go to a ballet show and go watch Swan Lake, which I'm really excited for.
Yeah, we're going to see if we can swing it. So if we have the time and the funds, we are going to go into New York City and stay for 2 or 3 days and go see a ballet, which you're really excited about. So we're going to try to make that happen.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. Okay, are you going to celebrate milestones along the way, like every 100 or 1,000 miles crossing or crossing any state lines? I mean, I feel like I celebrate every day of the trail. It's like, yes, we made it, every mile. I mean, I think it'd be cool if we could come up with something, but I'm not really sure what we could do to celebrate. So we've asked this before, I think, in the community chat. So if anybody has any ideas, there's a couple people have thrown out for us. Some of them just didn't really resonate with us too well. We're kind of like, and of course we can't take anything that would be heavy. So yeah, what could we do for each either 100-mile or 1,000-mile mark that we cross or the state line that we cross? If you have any suggestions, please let us know.
We can make a short of us dancing. Just a made-up dance.
Maybe so. Yeah, comment below if you want to see us dance at every
State line.
State line or 100 or 1,000 mile crossing. I don't know. Yeah, okay. You have to choreograph though. Okay, and the last one she has is, and do you have anything special planned for the finish?
I actually don't know.
Yeah, you do.
I do?
So, yeah. So, of course, celebrating, thanking God, all of that good stuff as we would normally do, right? Of course. But one of the things...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting a Maine Coon.
Yes. So, we have wanted a Maine Coon cat for a very long time. And it hit me when we first started planning this trip that wouldn't it be super cool if once we get to Maine, as part of a way to congratulate ourselves and to celebrate, but also to fulfill, a dream we've had for years of getting a Maine Coon cat, that we could get a Maine Coon cat in Maine, or maybe not even in Maine, but in general. That's what we would like to do. So it would be something that we've wanted. It's not something that is just because we're gonna summit Katahdin in Maine. It's something that we wanted for a long time, and it just would be kind of a cool way to commemorate that. And I plan to name him Katahdin, but then call him KHAT, cat, for short. Okay, that's our thing. All right, let's do another one of these real fast. I know.
This is pure torture.
Toasted marshmallow or stink bug.
Hold up, it's on
I got it. Right here.
Good luck.
Oh.
Again? Oh, I can smell from here.
Why do I keep getting the bad ones?
I don't know. I'm gonna get like the best one.
Guys, this is terrible.
Oh.
Sorry, I need to breathe in on you. All right, you go. Let me suffer in peace.
Okay, I got pomegranate or old bandage.
Pomegranate or old what?
Bandage.
Bandage? Ew.
Why do they make these flavors?
I don't know. Eat it. It's probably gonna be pomegranate.
Pomegranate.
You're so lucky. Okay. Adventures of Pineapples Short asks. Huh?
Or maybe old bandage.
That's not pomegranate?
I don't think so. It's not that bad.
Okay, fine. Adventures of Pineapples Short says, is your family going to visit? Yes, they are. We haven't put any concrete plans into place right now. We don't want to add any more stress to them or to us and try to already anticipate that, like having to be a certain place at a certain time. We just want to take... It's gross, huh?
I haven't chewed it all the way. I can't.
Chew it, swallow it. You can do it. You can do it.
I'm just gonna swallow it.
Mental toughness. But yeah, so they will visit, and we're going to sort of take that as it comes. So once we feel like we're getting to a certain place, we're just going to try to schedule those things as they work out for us and not put any extra strain or pressure on us or on them in the things that they're doing back home. She also asked, is there a scheduled event you'll need to get off trail for? And no, nothing is planned.
No.
And what are your favorite foods on trail, and do you anticipate getting sick of them? Yes, I will get sick of everything. I'm already sick of some of the foods.
Not me, not yet. I haven't been sick of anything yet. But my favorite food is the Peak Top?
Peak Refuel.
Peak Refuel chicken Alfredo.
And mine is Peak Refuel lasagna.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good. So I don't know if I'll get sick of it, maybe, but...
I don't think I will. I've been eating that off trail and on.
Yeah, sometimes. Okay, let's see. Raoul Duke 1604. Sorry if I mispronounced that. RAOUL Duke 1604 asks, can you do a live YouTube question and answer when out on the trail? That would be pretty fun. Looking forward to the gear video. Yeah, I think that'd be super fun.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, that will be super fun. So that's something I think we'll all look forward to. Michelle Nolan Oh, she was just telling us comments were turned off in the gear video. Guys, I'm sorry. I don't know why. I was very intentional about checking all the boxes to make sure that they weren't turned off and it was public and all the good stuff. And it was when I pushed the upload video, and then I didn't even check again, but the comments were turned off. So thank you, Michelle, for letting me know that. Please do continue to let us know if that happens, because that's not on purpose, ever. We want to hear what you guys have to say. We value your thoughts and your opinions. And although we probably won't be able to respond to comments as much as we have been now at home, know that we are reading them, and know that we do value every single one of you and your thoughts and your opinions. Owl3356 says, what kind of training are you doing? I think she went on to say her husband and she are from Florida as well, and just talking about the lack of elevation and training. So we're doing multiple things for training. First and foremost, we're training jiu-jitsu. That's something both Little Bear and I train. My husband is a jiu-jitsu black belt, so we have the luxury of having that professional here at home for private lessons as well as in the gym. We're also doing yoga. We are doing weighted pack stair climbs. Let's see, what else are we doing? We're walking with our weighted pack.
Walking.
Yeah, we're doing local trails. We're just walking the neighborhood. Some of the things that I'm doing for my knees, I've been requested to do a video and talk more about that. You know, we're not trained, we're not professionals in, you know, the specific body mechanics and exercises. My husband just did a lot of research for me, and he is very knowledgeable in that subject. So the things that he has me doing are specific for me, and I don't want to necessarily say that, you know, we recommend them for everybody, because we're not professionals. But he did give me a list, and so we're doing low squats, deadlifts. This is just for my knees specifically, not for my upper body, but low squats, deadlifts, reverse sled pulls, and there's a couple other ones. He has me on a schedule where I'm doing different things throughout the week, but I will try to put that video together to help everybody. Anything else that we're doing? I don't think so. I think that's...
I'm taking a good one to get the flavor out of my mouth.
Yeah, okay. Well, and that's the berry or toothpaste where it's not terrible.
Yeah, toothpaste.
Okay, Jesus to Nations asks, are you afraid of animals?
No.
The exact opposite, probably, honestly. We're going to be one of those people. It's like, yeah, you probably shouldn't try to pet that.
No.
Right? Because we love animals, all animals, and we have a very close relationship and connection, I think, to all animals. So no, not afraid at all.
I don't really like snakes, so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't love snakes, but I'm not afraid of them at all. And I don't think you're afraid of them either. But we're cautious about them. We've done a lot of research and learning about snakes and different kinds, and the venomous versus non-venomous, and just snake behavior, and basically just respecting them all and being careful. What is your favorite meal you prepare yourself during your hike? You kind of already answered that one, I think.
It's just the
Peak refuel.
peak refill chicken Alfredo.
Yeah. Okay, James Bailey 9838 says, hi, question, will you touch the 5,280 feet mile high rock cairn when you get to the top of Baxter Peak? Have a great hike. Of course. Yeah. That's the plan, right? Yeah. Yes, that's the plan. We will do our very best to get there. That is the goal. Heather Bayless 27 says, I would like to know what each of your why is, why you're wanting to do this. So without going back into that, I can link the why video down here, but we both do have our very specific whys, and we made actually a separate video on that. What scares you the most?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Not scared.
Me neither. Yeah.
God said, do not fear.
Yeah. Amen. Yeah. So I'm not afraid of anything really. There's nothing that. Yeah. No fear.
No.
What are you most looking forward to? Again, I think we answered this one too already, but the people, the experience, the journey we'll share together, the lifelong memories.
Yeah.
And you said yours too, but we kind of answered that one. This is a good question. If you could meet anyone in the middle of the woods, who would you choose? I'll let you go first.
Family.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Like, imagine if, like, you were going on a mountain and, like, it was, like, this steep.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, you just go up and then you see your family there. You're gonna be, like, happy just to see them.
Can you imagine that? You get to the top, right? You crest over the top, or you go around, you know, like a switchback or something, and then you see people coming, and then you realize, oh my gosh, that's my husband, that's my daddy, that's my daughters, that's my son. Oh,
that's my siblings.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. It's funny that you said that.
Family. Family comes second because God is first.
Amen. That's right. That's right. See, told y'all she's smart. Okay. If you could choose to bring one book with you, which one would it be?
Bible.
You would bring the Bible. Yeah, we are bringing the Bible. It's just in
Yeah.
an electronic version. Yeah, that's a great answer. And we also listen to a lot of books on tape. So I like Audible, and yeah, it's just entertaining for me.
Yeah, I don't listen to audiobooks yet because I have nothing to listen to.
Yeah, but you'll be able to with your phone.
Yeah, I'll be able to.
Mm-hmm. Michelle Nolan asks, for Little Bear, this question is for you.
Okay.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
A professional ballerina. I want to get to Broadway.
Yeah.
I want to dance with all the other stars.
Yeah. That's great. That's awesome. So she used to take ballet when she was younger, and then she transitioned
to gymnastics.
And then since then, they've been doing, all of my children have been doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu since before they could walk, and then they incorporated wrestling around the time that they incorporated gymnastics. So you've just been very busy, but you've recently indicated you really miss ballet. And so when we get back, she is going to rejoin her ballet school and get your career started at age 11, maybe.
Yeah. No, like 11 and a half.
Right, 11 and a
That
half.
counts.
Okay, this is for both of us. What are you most excited about to see or experience on the AT?
I'm excited to see Katana.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Or to even like see the Ming sign.
Yeah, that'd be cool to realize how many miles
Yeah.
we've walked. I think I'm most excited about or experience the feeling that I'm going to feel when I continue to conquer hard things. And, you know, we've mentioned in our family, we talk about, thing we say amongst ourselves is we do hard things. That's just been something my husband and I have been teaching and implementing within our family system for forever. You can ask your brother who's 18 and he'll tell you. And we kind of pride ourselves on that, is we do hard things. And I'm excited to kind of get through some of the hard things or the hard challenges or the hard days and just have that confidence of, we did it.
Okay.
What is the worst or scariest part of a through hike? I don't, honestly, for me, so those are two different things. What is the worst part of a through hike? What is the scariest part of a through hike? The only through hike we've done is the 76.2 miles on the Foothills Trail. What would that compare to on a 2,200 mile through hike? I don't know. We've never done one before, but I think if we're looking at just long distance hiking, what is the worst part? Missing family. That's
missing family. Maybe finishing it and getting sad because there's no other days of hiking.
Yeah, sometimes there's that. Yeah, you're sad after you're done, even though you're excited, but then it's kind of like you want to be back out there again. The scariest part, maybe the weather. I think
the weather's a big one.
Yeah, the unpredictability of the weather. You know, when high winds are all around you and you hear it, and like on the Foothills Trail, there aren't any shelters, so there's no protection really from flying debris, from, you know, deadfalls or anything like that. And so when you're kind of hearing those noises all around you and you realize you're in a tent, that's a little bit disconcerting. Scary, I'm not sure is the right word, but it's definitely not a good feeling knowing that you don't really have any physical defenses to the weather. But, you know, that's when I just start praying and that fear goes away. All right. Everlasting Dream 328 asks, will you switch off and on who carries certain items like the tent? No. I'm very, very careful and protective over her base weight because she's a growing young woman, and I want to make sure that her body is protected as much as possible. And I made sure mine is protected too, which is why we spent the extra money getting the lightest gear that we could afford, and for the sole purpose of protecting our bodies. And so no, there's nothing that we're going to switch off. And the things that are most important, we both have. So she has her own water filter. God forbid, I can't imagine in any way, shape, or form you being out of eyesight, much less being separated. That's just not going to happen. But if you were, you would have, the survival things that she needs. But we're not going to, there's nothing that we're going to switch back and forth.
Yeah.
And I'll ask you this because this is kind of your thing. What are your thoughts on being a purist, walking every step on the AT, even if it means backtracking to do so?
I think it's cool. Being able to say that you did every single step of the AT.
Yeah. I mean, I'm more inclined also to be a purist because I also want to say that I didn't take any shortcuts. If we aqua blaze and we want to have that experience, I would still like to walk those miles too. So kind of do both if that's a possibility, if we have the time. If not, we'll come back and aqua blaze with our family for a vacation or something. But I want to be able to know in my heart, for me personally, know in my heart that we walked every single step and we didn't yellow blaze, we didn't do any of that stuff. So
we'll probably do blue blazes though.
Yeah, blue blazes meaning like going, and she doesn't mean blue blaze like taking alternate routes necessarily. You're meaning like to go look at that
view or get some water.
Yeah. Or
a campsite that people are saying were really cool.
Yeah, exactly. Those are taking the blue blazes for fun, but not following the white blazes. Sheila Henry 7279 says, what have you decided to do for each state? Little Bear could possibly draw a state flower, bird, etc., or have facts about each state. We kind of answered that question too already. We haven't really decided, so you don't love drawing, so that's not really your thing.
No.
Yeah, we're hoping something comes to us because it would be fun. It would be fun to do something. Okay, we're at 40 minutes. Oh, this is a long video. Okay, let's try to speed it up. Question about school for Little Bear. We've already talked about that, so thank you, Sid Helly, for your question. Lisa Cooper 3991 said, I thought y'all were done on the AT and only kind of stopped to refuel. No, probably what you're thinking is the videos that you've watched of the Foothills Trail, that through hike we did in the past, or the 50-mile section hike that we just recently did. That was just our prep hike.
Yep.
It was our third and final shakedown hike to test all of our gear and just to get some more experience. We officially start the Appalachian Trail in mid-March, so stay tuned for that. Let's see. Wolfman Hike says, any vlogging editing tips about your videos? And I think that might be it. That's the last one. So wow. Practice. I am not in any way, shape, or form an expert at all. I barely still kind of know what I'm doing, if I'm being honest. I've basically just been practicing over the last year and a half or so, and I use my iPhone 15 Pro Max to video. I use the program, it's free, called Splice, SPLICE.
I use CapCut for my videos.
Yeah, so you use CapCut. A lot of people use CapCut. I've never used CapCut before, so yeah, if you post any of your videos, it might be on CapCut. So Splice to me is really easy, and it definitely took some practice. So I mean, I mess up all kinds of things, and I have just learned. So lots of practice. As far as like actually vlogging, man, that's a deeper topic. First of all, it's really hard. So thank you to all the people that I've ever watched all through these years for sharing your experience, because it's really difficult.
Yeah.
First of all, you're just trying to walk and not die and fall off the edge of a cliff or trip on a root or whatever, run into something, because when you're looking through a camera or you're trying to talk and you're trying to not only not trip and fall, you're also trying to
look at the camera.
You're trying to video the things that you think people want to see and the things that you want to see as well, the things that you think you want to share, and talk coherently, which can be very difficult when you're just doing all of those things multitasking at once. So that's difficult in and of itself. And it's also difficult to try to not let the act of vlogging overtake your actual experience of the hike or the other person's experience. So sometimes there's things that I wanted to video or I wanted to, put on film, but I didn't want to ruin the moment. And so I wish I could have caught that. But the truth is, I think if I would have pulled out my camera and did that whole thing, it would have ruined that moment for us, or just that feeling that you were having. Don't you agree?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so I'm very careful with that when it comes to her, when it comes to myself, and also when it comes to other hikers that are around us. I hope that I get a little bit better about incorporating other people into our videos, because I love that on other people's videos. But again, I want to respect their space and their time and their experience as well as ours. So there's so much more that goes into vlogging than I thought until I started doing it. And then the editing process, that's hard too. It's not difficult of a skill, I don't think, unless you guys think my editing isn't great, then maybe it's more difficult. I don't know. There's style, right? So there's style, and then there's just the how-tos. But it's also when you get back to camp after hiking all day, whether it's been a good day or a bad day, you're
just tired and you don't want to edit anything.
You don't want to do anything.
Yeah, you don't want to do
like
anything.
Zero bandwidth to do anything. You can't get into your sleeping bag or
Fast enough.
Yeah. So there's that. There's also, guys, sometimes you're not feeling it. I mean, emotionally, you're having a day, or you're frustrated, or you're annoyed, or I don't know. So what I can promise to you guys is that I will continue to try to improve my skill set as far as learning how to vlog and, the camera work and the zooming in and zooming out. And I know some of you said to slow down my panning. I'm sorry. I know I do pan the camera too fast sometimes when I'm looking at views, and that's because I'm excited. So there again is sort of managing your own emotions when you're trying to, show people what you're seeing.
Just trying to catch the moment.
Yeah, I'm trying to catch the moment. So I'll work on all of that. I will continue to try to get better with my skills, and that's really the only.
Sorry about that. I just realized I didn't give you any tips. I just explained my experience. So tips, number 1, practice a lot. Number 2, recognize it's a learning process. Number 3, be aware of all the factors involved and figure out what works best for you. And number 4, try to balance how much vlogging interferes with your hike.
Tips, if you have any specific questions, I'm happy to answer, whether it's about splice or anything at all. I'm always happy to answer, but I'm definitely not a professional, and I'm definitely working pretty hard on learning how to capture this experience, number 1, first and foremost, for us and for you, for when you get older, to show your children and grandchildren for generations to come, and to capture moments for my husband, that he can see his wife and his little girl, and my daughters and my son and my dad, like our family, just to be able to see and experience. That's the number 1. And the second motivation is I am so thankful for all that we have learned about backpacking, through hiking, the Appalachian Trail, like everything from so many people that have went before us, that I feel I want to give back to this amazing community and share the knowledge that we have gained in the way that it's been shared with us. So that's it about vlogging. So I looked through this, and I think that is all the questions that we have. If we happen to forget any, I tried very hard to print them all up and answer every one of them. If I missed one, please, shoot us a message, and, we're happy to answer it. We're happy to do this again if there's any follow-up questions. But we'll do one last jelly bean, and then we'll sign off. How's that sound?
Okay.
You gonna go first? Okay.
Sure. Okay. Oh, I got the berry.
No, do it again.
I
You already got that one.
No. Wow. Peach and barf.
Oh, peach or
What's
barf?
that?
Enjoy. I think that's it.
I think so. Let's see. I'm scared.
This one's a bad one if it's not peach.
It's peach.
She has all the luck. Okay, let's see. I got buttered popcorn or rotten egg.
Oh,
Come
those aren't
on,
bad.
buttered popcorn. Yes, it is. I've had it before. We've played this game before. That's why she wanted to do it again. They all get a kick out of my gag reflex because my dry heaving ability is on point. Buttered popcorn.
I think actually both are bad. Because
That's not bad.
buttered popcorn, like jelly bean.
I mean, it's not my favorite jelly bean, but it's not barf or dead fish or stinky socks. Yeah, so this is what this looks like in case you guys are kind of wondering. And
I mean, all the blue ones.
this is a game called Bean Boozled. So it's a lot of fun. We play it
Surprisingly a lot.
Yeah, at Christmas time a lot when we have the whole family together. Like, I don't know, that's funny. We like to laugh, and so this is something that definitely makes us laugh. So thank you all so much for all of your questions that you had for us. We hope we did a good job answering them. Anything you want to say?
Bye.
She's like, bye y'all, we're done. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and keep on checking in with us. We'll post a couple more videos here and there before we set off on the Appalachian Trail in
Appalachian.
in just a few months. Bye guys.
Bye.